Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and thank you for joining me for more Magicka Wizard Wars. This is the beginning of my new sort of test series with you guys. Blackinster, the making of a mage. Blackinster, of course, being my, well, I'm pointing up here where my face cam is going to go, so you can't see, but Blackinster is my mage name here in Magicka Wizard Wars, and I really enjoy this game. I want to play more of it. I want to be a part of it as it grows, and to give my own feedback to Paradox or I believe it's Paradox that's making this, I don't see it anywhere. I think it's Paradox North, if I remember correctly, that's making this, and to kind of be a part of shaping this game, and also to document my journey from hopeless mage novitiate into one day, hopefully, becoming a master archmage. For now, I am far from that goal. However, I have, as you may see here, finally acquired my greatest weapon of all, the rusty kitchen knife. And recently, they have, as I believe this is showing up over here, yeah, introduced their newest game mold. Yes, the newest game mold. You heard me. Duel mode. It's not the MOBA mode with the multiple lanes and spawn points that I showcased in my first 15 of this. It is basically an arena combat, not unlike that of Smite, of course, minus the minions and quite such a large arena. But I've only played a couple of rounds of it, and I got massacred every time. So, come and join me, all of you, from my journey to a hopeless bag of meat waiting to be exploded by someone else's magics into, eventually, one day, hopefully, being the one doing the exploding. Alright, very good. So, these matches put essentially 4 people in here. They're not the full 8-person lobbies because only 2 people are ever in the ring at any given time. The other 2 essentially get to watch as the others fight, and I'm not 100% fond of that, to be honest. It makes for a cool little spectacle, but there isn't really... Nope. Aha. I don't think there's really much point to having players that aren't actually really participating be present. Like, I would like to see this only really be... I stab you! No! Stab him! Or explode him, that's good too. Yay! Alright. Awesome! Alright, heal myself. But anyway, I don't really like the fact that you're more or less spending... If you're not winning very often, most of your time just observing in this mode. Oh my. Okay, this guy's gonna destroy me. Stab you in face. Oh crap, no. Stabbing him is bad. He has armor. Yeah, that went really poorly. Alright. I lost. Alright. So anyway.
Next one.
I suppose this does make it convenient for me at least, because now that I'm not the one dueling, I can at least commentate a little more smoothly. I can even go John Madden. I've got a terrible John Madden impression. I'm not even going to do that. But I can at least commentate upon their match. And really, this may be the point of them letting the non-participants observe. Because I do have to admit, I've learned the most about this game by watching other people duel. What the hell? There we go. Okay, I guess that was just lag or latency there. Because when you're in the ring, you've got no time to think. You've just got to do what you know how to do, and there is a pretty stout learning curve to this game. I thought I would have a significant advantage going in because I got really good, I think I can confidently say, at the original Magicka, even though I didn't play that but years ago. However, I've since realized that the magic system of this game, while very similar, is a bit different. The controls are a little bit different. You only have 3... Well, I can't show you right now, but you may have noticed when I cast magic and I hit the keys.
Needs 3 more kills.
Am I gonna fight?
You're next.
Yes, I will. Alright. So watch carefully under my character right when I start to queue up magic. right there. Ow. You've only got 3 of those spells that you can queue up now. It used to be there were 5 in the original game, so some of my old standby spells aren't really working because they're not in the game right now. And, oh wow, I'm on fire. That's not good. No, shield! Oh, crap. Like I said, guys, I am hopelessly inept right now. I'm really trying to get better. And that's what I want you guys to join me for. Okay. Gonna heal myself. And I of course apologize in advance for the fact that my commentary will inevitably be lacking during the midst of matches. Oh no. Yeah, okay. That went really poorly. You usually can't heal faster than they can damage you.
A new challenger. It's on.
So you spawn, and sometimes I don't know exactly what decides it, but sometimes those who enter the ring
again. The champion only needs one
spawn with
kill.
a friendly little imp on their side. And that doesn't always seem to happen, although it may be that whoever the new challengers are the ones that spawn with the imps. Pardon me. And I believe a lot of the imps are named after the requests of people who bought some of the Founders packages for this game. Because I remember reading something about how if you buy one of the Founders packages, you can have an imp in-game named after you. And that's pretty cool. Pardon me. I'm starting to get hiccups on camera, guys. At least it's not the severe, like, larynx-crushing hiccups I get sometimes. Like, those are physically painful.
There. Shh, 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 shh. There. Shh, shh, shh.
Yeah, thanks.
It will be okay.
Yeah, I'm just a steaming pile of meat on the ground, but it'll be okay. Alright, I didn't actually realize how well I did in my first 15 video of this game. I guess that was just beginner's luck. Pardon me. This time around, yeah, only 200 XP and 100 crowns, but that's not too terrible. At least it's better than the nothing that I have gotten on a few occasions. I'm glad that this doesn't just hand you free XP and coins just for being there. You actually have to contribute to get anything out of this game, and in that regard, at least, I am happy about that. Let's see if they've added anything new in here. I don't think we'll see much in the way of new content anytime soon. I think right now they're trying out mechanics more than customization. However, I did have a thought about customization, and I'm not sure exactly where the legality of all of this will lie, but of course when it comes to parody, you can get away with a bit more than you might otherwise. The tone of this game, being so irreverent and based in humor, would, I think, complement the tone and the humor of a certain 8-bit theater. The idea I had would be to include a customized robe, probably to enhance the arcane or the death magic. It should be a blue robe, and it should come with a yellow straw hat. Some of you guys are on the same page with me. It would be the Black Mage robe. And me with my rusty knife, I could then deliver appropriately stabbity death. That's my 2 cents. But again, I am not a lawyer. I don't know exactly where the legality of all that would lie, but I assume that, you know, things like this, that's pretty clearly meant to be a reference to the Pyro from Team Fortress 2. But I don't know what kind of allowances were made behind the scenes for, you know, pretty clear references like that to be made, so that's just my own ideas and postulation. I kind of like the Wuxia robe. Pardon me. So, obviously, since I've only put a few more hours into this game since my first 15 that you guys saw, and I've already gotten enough money to buy the knife here, which there was a reason for. It's not just for the comic value, it's because it's got a really quick attack speed. Like, compare that to the default sword with an attack speed of 0.6. This has an attack speed of 0.25, so it's almost twice as fast. No, it is more than twice as fast as the sword swing, and does not bad damage. The sword does 210 per swing, this does 87 per swing, and it's got the ability to, if you hold down the melee button, to, like, you know, go straight up psycho on it and then get a really powerful, I guess that's what the shank attack is. So I haven't been able to really fully test out the shank function. Usually when you get into the melee range with people, they freak out and try to hit you with an AoE spell centered on them to get you away, but I have managed to get a few kills by stabbing people. Like, didn't I just do that in that first round? I don't know. I'm always so frantic when I'm in the ring that I don't always remember what I even did. Are there any new stabs? No. Seems to be taking a little while to get me into a match this time around. But that's okay. So for now, the only mode available after the latest update is the duel mode. The developers really want to essentially force people to have to play that, and some people are complaining about that, and perhaps for good reason. But remember, guys, this is the alpha stage. The whole point of this stage of gameplay is to not necessarily deliver a finished, fully fleshed out product, but to test it. And that's the whole reason that they're essentially forcing the only available game mode right now to be duel mode, so that players play it, and they get the feedback that they want about it. Okay, so let's get a little shield there. And blast! Ow. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, God, I always do that! I always do that! Damn it! That green ring is bad. That green ring is very bad, because the rings around you are resistance spells. And I accidentally just cast healing resistance on myself. Which is not good. Where'd he go? There he is. So far, it seems like some of the most damaging spells in the game are the stone spells. Let's just hit him with a pure arcane beam. What the? Oh, right. He's got arcane resistance. I'm paying attention. Arcane resistance is usually a pretty solid bet, because a lot of the better spells, like the beams, rely upon it. Nope. Okay. Get up the shield. Really, you've got to get spells down to just rote reflex in this game to have any prayer of success. And I wish I could remember what the armor spell is, because that would be really nice about now. Ooh, get him! No, no, what are you doing? Oh, he froze me, damn it. Alright. Get a little healy going on. Now there is some benefit to basically what we're doing now. Ultimate power! You know, but the thing with those is that they're kind of like shotgun spells. They do a lot of damage over a really close proximity. But... Whoop, no. I hit E! No! Damn it!
You died.
Yes, thank you.
Time for a new challenger.
I don't know if it's lag or if it's an issue with my keyboard, but sometimes I feel like I hit the spell keys, these here, but it doesn't take. So I end up right-clicking to cast, and then I just start swinging my knife around, which I'm like, no, no, that's not what I want, and that's usually when I die.
Here we go.
Alright. So, let's observe what's going on with these guys. He's obviously set up a stone barrier there, which is good to protect against projectile attacks, not necessarily beams, which tend to bust through it pretty quickly. Again. And wow, he just got owned. Really, really. Oh boy, I'm back in the ring already. And this guy's a boss, so... Alright, set up a little defense there. Oh, finally! Alright, got my armor back. Alright, so, arcane stone defense. That's what it is. Ow. Yeah, let's not wade into the fire. That'd be bad. Alright, heal me. little fire and arcane going there. Boom! I melt you! There we are. No! No, 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 no! How do I cancel a spell? Oh, by dying, apparently.
Round lost. Champion needs
For some reason, my
3
fingers
more
keep getting
kills.
confused about which
Time
is
for a
the
new
heal key and which is the
challenger.
shield key.
It's
And I'll, like, panic for a second and hit both. Because if you hit any one of the elements, and then you finish it off with E, the shield spell, at the end, you will then set yourself up with a ward. Whether that is the physical stone armor, or these colored rings that you see... I should stop pointing with my fingers and point with the mouse. These colored rings around the base of people, those represent their resistance to any given element. And unfortunately, like I said, you can give yourself resistance to healing magic, which is not a good thing. I have yet to see any reason why that would be a good thing. It's probably just there to punish those that aren't particularly careful and that try to just button mash their way through this game. And this is not a button mashy game. You've got to be precise and on point. Otherwise, you're gonna get annihilated. At least you guys got to see me win my first round. Which, given that I was giving commentary at the time, was noteworthy. I can pat myself on the back that much. Oh, and there's death. Alright. I have noticed that if you're wearing the stone armor, that it seems to protect a lot against physical damage. Like, weapons don't seem to do much, other stone projectile blasts don't seem to do much, and it seems to cut the damage that the summoned aspect of death does in half. So you can actually survive the cooldown number 3 magic here, which is summon death, if you get that resistance up in time. These guys are both pretty good, although, yep, he's dropping.
The champion
So Aristian
won.
here is kind of a
Next
boss.
one, come on down. And they're off.
They're off. There's death again. There was one guy that I played with, I believe Rourke was his username, or his mage name, I should say. Played with him several rounds the other day, and he was just amazing to watch in action. Definitely one that had already gotten the rote memorization down of
Champion
all of the
stays
defensive
in the
spells, great
champion
reflexes,
only
managed to get them
needs
all up.
one more
Because
kill. Get
this is a
ready.
game that, if you lose, it's your fault.
Let's rock.
It is 100% skill-based. No, no, no! Why are you still swinging your knife around? No! Stop that! Yeah, Alright.
You died.
Yes, thank you. That must be an issue,
Well, it could have
on
been
my end.
worse.
because I
At
know I
least
hit the
you
spell
didn't
button there.
lose terribly. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Alright, I scored even lower that time. As you can see, guys, I've got a long way to go. 25 crowns. That's wonderful. Alright, we'll do one more match. We'll call that an episode. Alright. So, again, this is a 100% skill-based game. If you lose, it is your fault. Because you can't even say, well, I don't even know what they're going to cast at me, so I don't know what I should be putting wards up against. Yes, you do. And yes, you can. Because whenever someone readies up a spell, you'll notice that... let's see if it pops up in any of these screenshots here. But you'll see little motes of magic hovering around them. And those are all color coordinated to the elements. So you can, if you're quick, notice what they're readying and then get your own defensive ward set up before they cast whatever they're going to. Because, of course, with most things, it's going to take them a second to line up the proper shot.
The battle has begun.
Oh, somebody is Hermione. Alrighty then. Potter. And Hermione wins, of course.
First blood.
Hermione got first blood.
Your time is nigh.
Oh god, I'm facing off against Hermione. This is not going to go well. Especially considering I believe that green robe there is one of the Founders Pack. So clearly, this is someone who loves and appreciates this game a great deal and has probably invested a great deal of time and effort into mastering it. Oh. Oh. No. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Can lightning bust through shields? Yes, I believe it can now. That's an unfortunate discovery to learn the hard way. I blast you! No, no, no. Okay, AoE on me, AoE on me! Well, at least I got her down. Her, him. Hermione is a her, so I don't care if you're a male player. You chose a female name. I got her down.
Here we go.
These androgynous robes anyway. To about a 4th health, so with a player that good, I count that as a small victory unto itself, but of course with arena combat, almost doesn't count for much. Aha! Hermione falls!
All hail, champion of the arena.
Champion?
A new challenger approaches.
I think this is the same announcer
And
as the original Magicka, and I like that. I like the fact that this guy puts just enough melodrama into his narration to be amusing. But not so much that it just comes across like he's not even taking his job seriously. Like, this is parody the way it should be done. Wow, okay. This is a pretty boss group. Everybody seems to get a win and then lose, so I think I'm at the low end of the totem pole in this lobby. Alright. But, no matter. Set up my ward. No, 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 no. Death, death, no. Death bad. Okay, well, I got armor up. Well, okay, alright. Progress, progress. I got armor up before death got to me. I just kind of forgot that, you know, there's the mage that summoned death
Here we go.
to also worry about. Yeah. Well, at least you guys can rest assured that this series is gonna be a long one. Because I'm basically gonna run it until I don't believe I've got any more content to cover. Because I really, really like this game and I want to stick with it throughout its development process. So, if for no other reason, then there will probably very likely be a lot of... Oh, that's just cheap. That's cheap. Alright. Did you guys notice what just happened there? The number 4 magic down here. You know what? For that, I'm gonna hit you with death. Death! That summons the number 4 a massive rain of meteors. Oh, oh, can I beat Hermione? Oh god, I beat Hermione! Yes! I feel so much more accomplished than I really should right now.
For a new challenger.
But Hermione basically just nuked the spawn point of the other player right before they spawned with a more or less unavoidable spell. Not good, not good. Nope, nope. There's death. Alright, and I'm toast. Alright. And I don't really like that kind of tactic because the spell is unavoidable and it's basically just a one-shot kill.
Come on down.
So, yeah, I mean, it takes a long time to build it up and you're not going to be able to use it every round and just, you know, spam victories throughout a whole tournament that way, but it still just feels a little cheap to me.
A new champion rises.
Alright, well, at least I'm not
For a new challenger.
leaving this round without a kill to my name, so
Here we go.
small victories. But anyway, this series should run for a while because, of course, I'm going to cover any significant updates that they make to the game, as well as my own journey with attempting to master its magic system. And since I am definitely the worst mage in the room,
more kill. Get ready.
I think covering my own... Oh, come on. No, no, no. Wait, hang on. Can I get a fire resistance up? I can. Oh, oh, I'm alive. Suck on that, Hermione. And so the fanfiction begins. No, no, ow! Alright, well.
Round lost.
I just figured out how to survive.
There.
Or I may have just gotten extremely lucky.
There.
The meteor shower thing. For one, none of the projectiles hit me dead on. That's probably what saved me. But I think getting up that fire resistance may have also kept that last blast that I was in the radius of from completely one-shotting me. So that's something to consider. Okie dokie. So total score 200, same as I got in my first round. Not outstanding, but ooh, yeah, I leveled. All right. I'm now level 5. Ooh, lightning crystal. 2 of them. Awesome. And I guess because I leveled, I get a few extra crowns here. That's cool. How many have I got now? 5,890. Is that enough to buy anything? I don't believe it is. Most of the robes are 7,500 and up. I could buy a snowball, but no thank you there. I think I'm going to save up next until I can get 10,000 crowns to get the charred staff, because I don't necessarily like that it decreases my death magic, because I do like that, because that's what gives you beams. But I use a lot of fire spells, so that might be a worthy trade-off, although I don't know, one of these others might be better. And by the time I finally get that much currency, a new one may be unlocked that's more to my liking anyway. So I think that's enough of Magicka Wizard Wars for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoy the duel mode. I think it's got a couple of kinks to work out, like maybe putting in a cooldown when a match first starts, to say that you can't necessarily use the cooldown magics within a couple of seconds of when a match starts, just so that you can't meteor shower spam the spawn point. Because again, I mean, even though, as I discovered, you can survive it, it just feels a little heavy-handedly cheap to me. So between that and, I guess, participating in the debate as to whether or not having observing players is a good idea, because, I mean, yeah, with any kind of tournament setup like that, there's going to have to be an observation segment. It just kind of slows down the game if you're just watching, and you're definitely not the best player in the room, like I'm usually not. Matter of fact, I'm never the best player in the room. So with the exception of one time where I was just 1 kill away from victory, I've never spent the majority of my time in a duel round actually playing. It's usually been observing. And for new players especially, that could drive some players away when the 1 or 2 people in the room that are just masters at this already just steal the show and annihilate all the new people. That can really drive new people away, like, well, what's the point? There's no way I can win. So that's my feedback for the duel mode. Again, I recognize that that's probably the way that it's actually built, because I could see the duel mode essentially being the realm of like pro gamers and stuff like that when the final version of this game eventually launches, where that's basically what you're biting off on. When you know, log into a duel, you're basically, you're going all in, saying, I think I can take anybody that comes after me. And that kind of, statement that is implied by joining a duel mode, it should come with some consequences. It should allow you to just get massacred if you're not good enough. But right now, it doesn't make for the greatest of experiences. But again, that's what the alpha stage is for, testing, giving feedback, and that's my 2 cents there. Again, there is the plus side to the duel mode with the observation aspect of it, because again, I've learned the most about how to properly fight in this game by observing others who are much better than myself during duels, to see what spells do they queue up right before this attack is going to hit them. That's how I learned that by putting on the stone armor you can actually survive death getting summoned against you. That's also how I learned that if you launch a beam spell of any kind at someone else's shield and it immediately reflects straight back at you, it'll actually knock you over and get a little bit of reflection damage done to you. I just noticed that was happening to me occasionally when I was playing, but I didn't understand why until I watched someone else do it, and I go, oh, okay, that's why they just lost their momentum, and because it took them a couple of seconds to get back up and to heal themselves a little bit, that other person had time to heal themselves and to queue up a massive blast and to just annihilate them while that other person was trying to heal. So again, there's pros and cons to it. So that's my 2 cents on the duel mode. And I'm gonna keep playing this game. I really, really enjoy it. I really want to be a part of its development cycle, if only as a commentator and an observer. but hopefully also as an entertainer. So if Paradox should ever come across this series, I hope you guys enjoy. I do want to give you guys honest feedback, as well as showcase what an average player is really getting out of the game. So until next time, again, stick around for more of Blackinster, the making of a mage. I will certainly be continuing this series for many days and months to come. So thank you all so much for watching here at Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.